Dede, return to your seats. Congratulations.
These innocent tasks, they always be like punishment. They always be like serious punishments. So, you guys, here we have it, the much awaited innocent task and the winner of tonight's car. Basically, you guys know I posted a video earlier on, and in that video, the car was described. It's an electric motor. Everything about the car was described. It's kind of like a small car in size, but like it's a very beautiful car and everything. Yeah, so everything about the car was described in my previous video. So if you want to check that, you check that. So congratulations to Faith on winning this car. These people have been holding this thing for the longest time. Faith's hands literally got swollen at some point trying to hold the whole thing. Yeah. Yeah, Ngo Koma. Yes, congratulations to Faith. So he wanted to compensate for his efforts because Imisi will win the show. Okay, okay. You know, they always say that most times the winners of the innocent motors do not end up winning the money. I just when he says it, that's the way we innocent, then they win the money. Oh. That's what they usually say. And it's not like there's anything to back it up though. It's not like there's any backup or there's any rule to back it up. It's just it's sometimes it's almost like a jinx. Well, you know, it might just not happen like that, you know. So um Totally saying finally the innocent task. Honestly, the innocent task that we've been waiting for since finally we had a winner. My network was misbehaving earlier on, so I think I might have to play that first clip again so you guys can see it properly when he was announced the winner. This was the point where they announced him as the winner because the others were disqualified for breaking the rules, right? So this was the point where he was announced as the winner.
Dede, return to your seats. Congratulations.
Yeah, so someone is saying Rose is saying, I honestly don't understand what happened. I'm gonna show you for Imisi's fault, like Imisi's default. I'm gonna show you what happened. So there were different processes to it, and let's just go through the entire process so you guys will know how the winners were chosen at this point. To be honest, yeah, when they started the endurance challenge, I was like, it would have not been bad if they set this up for all the housemates to compete, and then you know whoever gets it instead of like eliminating some people based off of the luck. Maybe all of them for stress themselves more, and then whoever now ends up winning wins, right? Um, so Faith is going to set the record this year for also winning the show. Okay, okay. Hope you guys are voting though. So for the innocent task, they had like different phases. So this was the first phase. Guys, if you're currently on the live stream, please give this video a thumbs up. I keep forgetting to do that. Welcome to my channel. So this was the first phase. They basically had to bust balloons to find a card that had IVM on it. So they were all part of the first phase, right? So it was just four cards that were on it, and the people that picked up the cards were Imisi, Dede, Mensan, and Fate, right? So these are the ones that qualified for the second round. So for the second round, that's where we now had the endurance challenge, and it was in different phases. For the first phase, they basically had to hold the beam with both hands, and initially it was looking like it was an easy task because everybody was steady. It was even Imisi that was a little bit shaky, but like all of them were just like were literally not even shaking. Even Mensan, Mensan was the most steady among all of them, to be honest. It was at some point that Imisi, like it was Imisi that surprised me because When she started, I was like, there's no way she's gonna go far because of how she looked. She looked like she was already tired from the beginning. So I was like, there's no way Imisi is going far in this task, like with the way she's going. Right. But she surprised me. She was they all passed 1 hour. They all held on for more than an hour. So I was like, okay, wow. So I was really surprised by that. So after this first phase that they were all holding on to and everybody was being strong, they now took it to the second phase, which was them holding it with one hand. Right. So at this point, all of them were now like really, really like stressed out by the whole thing. Everybody just held it the way they wanted because people had told them they can hold it however they want or with one hand, right? So everybody just held it according to the technique that was best suited for them, right? So for this one, this when they now started shaking. At some point, Faith's hands were even like literally black. Like it could tell that blood was no longer flowing through his hand because this was the point. His hands were shaking, it was black. You could tell that blood wasn't flowing anymore because he had tied his hand from the beginning. He was the first person to tie his hand to the rope, right? Even when he was holding it with like double, he tied both fists. Hey, so he tied both hands and he was holding it. So at this point, the whole thing was now sucking his blood. Basically, I'm going to show you where his hands were literally shaking, and I was like, "Oh, it don't be Big Brother now changed it for them." Now he told them that after the sound of the buzzer, they had to face the beam. And at this point, nobody is supposed to raise their hand. Like the hand is supposed to be straight at all points. There's no balancing, no raising hand, no, your hand must be straight throughout. And it was very unfortunate that Mensah's hand went up. I didn't capture his fault, I didn't capture that his part, but like it was he kind of like adjusted his hand to balance better. I feel, to be honest, personally, I feel like Big Brother would have just called him out on his mistake at this point. I know Big Brother had been calling them out on their mistakes before now, but since they had just started this new phase, I feel like maybe Big Brother would have just told him no adjustments, like no shaking. Because as much as everybody said your hand must be straight, maybe he didn't understand like you're not supposed to do any form of adjustment. So that adjustment is what disqualified him. Like he felt so bad, and I felt bad for him because he was the most likely to win, in my opinion, based off of how he was staying. Like he didn't even seem like he was as tired as the rest of them. So I was like, see, waiting, don't even disqualify person at this point. So he was so close to winning. He was the strongest at that point, and then what now took him out was a mistake that he made. And that thing always comes, that's they always do. They always make one mistake or the other. Then after Mensan was disqualified, it was Imisi that now defaulted next. I captured Imisi's wound. So I really wanted to see what they did wrong. So apparently for Dede, she used her shoulder as like balance. She turned to the side trying to like balance it out. Right. So I think that was what got her. But the person I know I captured her own fault was Imisi's own, which I'm gonna show you guys right now. She was trying to adjust the rope. She was trying to like balance herself very well. So this was where Imisi defaulted. She tried to balance the first time, she tried to balance it again. So that was what disqualified Imisi from the game, which is the same thing that Mensan did. Although Mensan did it just once, right? So this was where Imisi was disqualified. So yeah, it, I still think that I don't know. I feel like maybe Biggie should have just told Mensan to like adjust it better or do something. And immediately Mensan and Imisi were disqualified, I knew that Faith was going to win because he had like a better balance. Like he was better balanced. His beam was down, literally. His beam was literally almost to the floor. So he was so balanced. As you can see, I don't know if I captured that part, but his beam was like very, very, very low, but he had a better balance. He positioned himself better. Dede's own was higher. I knew that she was going to get tired faster. His own was lower. Like his own was almost touching the glass that was placed there. So it was like crazy, Sha. I knew that Faith had better balance and he was going to win. It just required Dede to hold on a little bit more. As you can see, the timing here was 1 hour 27 minutes into the game that they had already started playing. So these people held on for 1 hour 27 minutes. They all did so well. At some point now, I wanted to be like, "Oh, Faith, sure you not leaving for Dede small." I was like, "Sure you not leaving for him for her, but who doesn't want to win car now? Who doesn't want a car?" Um, Congratulations to Faith. Peace is saying second winning goes to Faith. The money is breaking record. Vote for Faith. Koyi is the winner of 10 over 10. Sorry for all of you. Faith and Dede would win. Imisi or Dede would win the show. Okay. Koyi is winning. I can be. You're really campaigning for Faith. God will still favor you for the last winning. Faith, we love you. You're a child of destiny. Totally saying this one Faith has won the car. If he wins the game, that would be breaking a jinx. Yeah, that would actually be breaking a jinx because never has it been recorded that the winner of the Innoson task ended up winning the show. Right? That would actually be record breaking. You guys don't understand. Biggie used this card to settle fate. Even if that mistake was made by others, Biggie will disqualify others to give win to fate just to settle him because of another. Mm. I must see this house, the way people that they operate. I don't even know, you know, whatever it is, you know, Deepo is saying Fated is his first car. Why people think he doesn't deserve it? He can still win the game. Yeah, he mentioned that this is his first car. He went there to like ride it. The housemates later on went to where the car was. They joined him in the car, and they were literally like trying to test it and all. And then he was blowing the horn, and it was a nice one. Faith always wins, and he'll be the first to win the car and the show this season. Rose said the winners are Dede, Fate, or nothing. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that there was any bias in Big Brother's judgments today? Do you think that there was any bias, or do you think that everything was fair from Big Brother's angle? Let me just know. Yeah, analyst of the show. Which one you don't know how big they move? I've made a video before talking about certain things that I feel, you know. But like I said, for this particular one, um, in terms of like Faith's angle and everything, he had it right. Like some people were on Twitter were saying that he had broken the rules because his beam was low, but no, he as far as he didn't touch the glass, right? Um, he was still in the right, like he was still doing everything right. He just had a better balance, he had a better positioning from the onset of this final game. But for the other ones, I just feel like maybe for Mensan, his initial error, maybe people would have just corrected him for the final time before, taking his verdict. I guess maybe because they had stayed too long, people that did not want to prolong it any further, right? Um, so also is Commando. No winner has won Super Commando. The car and fate. No, 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 no. I think it's Ilebaye won Super Commando. Yeah, Ilebaye, if I can remember correctly, Ilebaye won Super Commando. Abi, am I mistaken? Yeah, Ilebaye won that and then still won the show. So I think it's just this particular car that um they've not won double. Last year Nelson task was so long. Yeah, last year was long. This year was also very long. Any endurance task is always so long, right? If all the housemates had participated, I'm sure we would have still been on it because some people would have held on to it. Our Mensa was so sad. He literally cried. Like hmm, it's just always something. Like for most of the games that he gets disqualified for, is games that he's good at, and he'll have like an upper hand. He'll be doing so well, and something will just happen, and he'll just be like so sad because knowing that you can really do something well, and you could have gone further in that game, and then it's just one mistake that makes you get taken out. It's very painful, and he needs to pray seriously against those kind of things. Like, don't be say you go one win and then one thing will just happen. Um, Okay, there was no bias. They all made more mistakes, but Faith and Dede were more consistent and most consistent and balanced. Yeah, I knew before they disqualified Dede. I already knew that it was going to happen because I saw when when she had already turned to like get her balance better, and she was holding, she was adjusting. I mean, she was balancing with her shoulders and all. So I knew that Big Brother was going to call her out. History is about to be made. Faith is winning. Big Brother should have punished all of them by allowing all of them play like the last year's own. I be all of them for carry hand pain, go back house. All of them would have come back with hand pain. Mensan and Imisi shifted their arm towards their body. That's why they were disqualified. Yes, exactly. Comfy dress. That's exactly what happens to them. Say Miracle won a car in his season and still won the show. No, there was no innocent task during Miracle season. They did not do the innocent task. So Miracle did not win that task. It was Pepsi task that I know that was the big win for their sets. And Miracle won the Pepsi task. He won a lot of head of house games. He won the that arena games where they pick an overall winner at the end of the game. He also won that one. Miracle won a lot and still won the season, but he did not. There was no innocent task at that point. Siemens village people won't let him be. Oh, they don't want to leave him. Oh, they don't want to free him. They didn't have innocent task there. No, they didn't have innocent task in the house. Right? They didn't play the innocent task game in the house. He won the car, the show. Like he won the show. That's where he won the car from. Not that he won inside the house. He didn't win any car. I'm a fan of Faith and K-Bobo, and I was praying for Faith to win the show and K-Bobo to the finals. But as Faith won the car, I just hope the money is going to Imisi like this. So I hands up. Don't hands off or still vote. At the end of the day, it's by voting. That's what I understand, or that's what I know. It's mostly by voting. So don't say because this happened now, you're not going to vote. Coin won't win. Now imagine in week 6, Faith moved from fifth position to two. Faith for the win. We have a lot of Faith people here. Um, Faith wins the car super commando task and the grand prize. This is a record. Anyway, it's not far again. 4 days to go, and we're going to be crowning the winner of the show. And when we meet on Sunday, we'll know if this is going to be the the breaking of the ultimate jinx in the house. So yeah, I think I'm done reading the comments. We have tried for today. I think you should go to his page. You're gonna see how to vote. So thanks for watching, guys. And do not forget to like, share, subscribe. We don't try. I just wanted to announce and show you guys how the innocent task went and how Fate won. Endurance games, punishment games, nine these people they bring every time. It's in their name, innocent task. Okay, so guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Please like this video if you're currently on the live stream before we end this. And I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. So thanks guys. Bye. Love you. Kisses.